One night as Gracie was lying in her bed, she looked out of the frost-cover window into the crystal night sky. "Daddy," asked Gracie, "what's the most important thing in life?" Her daddy thought for a while and said, "I believe it's light." "Why?" asked Gracie. And her daddy replied, "In this sometimes dark, dark world, the one thing that can bring hope and happiness is light." Gracie, with a thoughtful look, then gazes out of her bedroom window at the bright shining stars and then focuses in on the crimson dancing flames of the fire in the fireplace. "Do you mean like the stars in the sky and the flames in the fire?" asked Gracie. Her daddy looks deep into her doe-like eyes and smiles. "Well, my darling, what I mean is this." He extends his arm towards her heart. "The light in you shines in this dark world." "What do you mean?" asked Gracie. "Well, you have something very special in you. In fact, each and every one of us has something very special and unique in us, which can have an amazing impact on others. You see, this light can be anything that brings such happiness and hope to others, and the source of this is love. When you use your gifts and talent that are generated by love, it brings happiness and hope to others." Gracie, in a thoughtful way, looked up at her daddy and asked, "What gifts and talents do I have?" Her daddy smiled and looked deep into her hazel brown eyes. Well, what do you love to do? And what makes you happy?" "Well, I like to draw and colour," said Gracie, "and I love writing stories and poems." "That's wonderful," said Daddy. "Well, how could you use these things to bring joy and happiness into someone's life?" Gracie thinks for a moment and then says, "I know. There is a little girl at school called Daisy who has been in an accident. She's unable to walk at the moment and she's very sad. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make her a beautiful picture and get well card." The next morning, Gracie got up early and started to draw, colour and write. By the end of the morning, she had made a beautiful picture and card. In the card was a poem, all about the amazing qualities Daisy has and how wonderful she is. That afternoon, Gracie and her daddy walked round to Daisy's house to give her the beautiful picture and card. Daisy was so pleased to have visitors, and her picture and card made her so very happy. Gracie and Daisy chatted and laughed all afternoon, and when it was time to go, Gracie gently leant over and whispered to Daisy, "Would you like me to bring you another picture tomorrow?" Daisy smiled and said, "Oh yes, please, that would be so nice." As Gracie and her daddy started to walk back home, her daddy said to her, "Did you have a lovely day, darling?" "Oh yes, I did, Daddy. Do you think Daisy had a good day?" "Oh, I know she did," said Gracie. "So, do you now understand and see what love can do? Using the gifts and talent you have been given and showing others love can have such an amazing impact in this sometimes